I am so excited to have you guys here. Thank you for joining me on this 3-day live series. And here's what you can expect for the next 3 days. Before I go further, I am Renee Jones-Hudson, your transformational life and fitness coach. And for the next 3 days, we're gonna talk about going from powerless to being powerful. No more hiding. So today I'm gonna give you a little bit of my story, and I'm gonna offer a challenge. And then tomorrow we will go over some myths. I have to say that slowly because I can't say it just straight. And on the third day, we will go over some tips that you can implement right away and step into your power. So, but before I go too deep into this, I want to go over my passion behind doing this work. I recognize that high achieving women in their 40s spend decades building a wall that they hide behind. And as a high achieving woman in my 40s, and as well as having clients and colleagues in their 40s, this is something that I truly wanted to be a part of. I wanted to shift. Them. I'm on my journey as well. And but before I go into talking about other people, I want to really just tell you a little bit about myself. So I was born in Jamaica. I grew up in Jamaica. I enlisted in the military. I was 18 and I retired after 21 and a half years. So after I retired, I opened up a fitness studio, and I achieved a lot in the military. I opened up a fitness studio. I moved during the pandemic, and now I'm in a space where I'm trying to transition into more of an internal space. I started out as a personal trainer, and I loved the work that I was able to accomplish. I loved helping people get to that point in their life where their confidence is improved. They step into their power, because you got to think sometimes these people some of them spend their lifetimes just in a state thinking that they can't accomplish, they can never be this, they can never look this way. And to just be a part of that journey, to help them transition, find it within themselves, dig into that internal space and transform. But that transformation is not just about the external transformation. It's more of the internal transformation. And that's the part for me. That's why I am truly trying to transition more from the external, what you see on the outside, but what's the work. What did it take for you to get there? What did it take for you to what did you have to work on? What clutter did you have to clear so that your external matches your internal, and vice versa? So for me, the past years, I've been dealing with my own internal belief and my own power, just having my own power, operating in my own power. Just recently, I was having a conversation with someone, and I was explaining about transit, this shift that I'm wanting to go into changing people's lives, into really getting the internal parts of us clear out into clearing the clutter. And the individual kept encouraging me to stick with personal training. And, I'm like, did she not hear me? That's not where I'm at anymore. That's not where I want to continue to, that's not the space I want to continue to be in. And, back in the day, I would have considered or even gone in that direction of just, going along with, yes, I should just be a personal trainer. I'm going to go ahead and work with someone, because that was her gist. You can work with this person. You can work with these people. And, it was something for me, because I was able to stand in my own power and lean into the space that I'm currently in. I was able to definitely embrace my internal way of being, to say no, that's not the space I'm trying to move in. This is where I'm heading. And I was in the military. The external things were what drove me. I had to meet deadlines, answer to people, and be there for people. Now that I don't have to answer to anyone, and I don't say that, like I don't have to answer to anyone, but now that I don't have to answer to anyone, I don't have to turn in a report, I don't have deadlines to meet, I have to rely on my internal power to go forward. And that is not an easy thing to do, because honestly, I don't like to use the word struggle, but I had a hard time trying to understand why can I not do the things in the military. I would like to think that things were so easy for me, and I think it's because I had to answer to someone, I had to turn in something, I was accountable, I was being held accountable, and now I have to be accountable to myself. I have to be accountable to myself to succeed, to get to this place that I need to get to. So the challenge for me was just being in a place, like I was watching the other day. So I competed as a figure competitor for 5 years, and I eventually got my pro card, and I was watching the last show that I did, and I noticed that when I got on the stage, I just lit up. And I was sitting there watching the replay, watching the show, and I was like, where is that girl? Where is that person that's so confident? Like, I looked, and I'm looking at myself, and me today, I don't feel like that's I don't, that girl that day, the day of the show, was so confident, was so just standing in her power. And I sat there and I was like, where is that girl? What can I do? What happened? And as I sat there, I recognized that I was driven by, or motivated more by external forces, right? I had, like I said, I had to answer to people, and now I have to answer to me. I have to be accountable. I have to make sure, as much as, yes, I'm retired, but I have goals. I still have things that I want to accomplish. And there are days that I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like doing this. But that's me sitting in a powerless state, because I have the ability to activate the power within me. For me is continuous. And this is why my passion behind helping high achieving women in their 40s is so deep for me, because like I said, as a trainer, I got to learn the things that we hide behind. I got to learn about the things that my clients are not so much that they're hiding, but they have to show up every day, and they still cannot be who they truly want to be. They're still not at a place where they truly want to be, and that's hard. That's hard, because you have to answer to, your career, your family, your community, and to be in a place where you feel powerless because you can't show up as who you are. It can be difficult. It can be challenging. It can cause a lot of stress, which is why I'm trying to focus on working more with clients from the inside. What do we need to clear out? Who do I need to be for myself before I can show up as who I am, or before I can show up authentically? What do I need to do to feel powerful in my own right, to feel that as I'm doing this, I am being me. I am doing this in my way, the way I want to do it. Being in a place where you feel at times that you have to do for everyone else. You have to be there to support everyone else. And it's not necessarily a bad place. It's just oftentimes we tend to put ourselves on the back burner. We tend to put what's important to us aside so that everyone else can be comfortable. At work, we may be in a position of leadership, and we don't want to look a certain kind of way. We don't want to look like, yes, I am tired, but we have deadlines to meet. So we push that aside and just, present that front, that wall, like, I'm tired, but you know what? I got to do this. I got to do this for the team. I got to do this for everyone else. We don't want to be seen as anything but to be seen as who you are, to be seen in your authentic state is really a powerful place to be able to say, you know what, not today, or can we push this to later, or I just need a moment. I just need to gather myself. And sometimes we don't take the time to do that. We don't take the time to honor who we are, to honor how we feel, to honor who we need to be, and who we need to be is to be the best version of ourselves for everyone. So for me, internally, like, I want to with clients, or just work on the whole body concept, because you can do all the work and look great on the outside, right? You can externally, you look the part, you look fit, you look healthy, you look happy, you look, you look like a superstar. But if inside you're still happy, you're still depressed, if you're negatively about yourself, if your inside is not matching the outside, eventually they both will meet and operate. You'll be able to operate in your authentic self. You won't be able to operate in a powerful state as you, and show up authentically for who you are, as who you are. So my challenge to you tonight is, what are those internal drivers for you? What's that internal power that you have, or that you desire to have in your life? And that's something I want you to really consider. You not being powerful. How are you not being powerful in your life? And definitely hearing, and I look forward to hearing. Let me know what comes up for you in our session tomorrow about that. For you guys being here. Happy to just be here to share my experiences with you guys tomorrow for the myths.